Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Risers Club. Today, we have a rising star who has actually achieved some wonderful success over the last 1.5 years or so with us. And he's going to share his success story. But before we start, what he has achieved and how he has actually he's going to share this entire success story and secrets that has helped him. Okay. I would like to probably invite each and everyone in this Rising Star interview for our Rising Club members. Okay. And what we do is we actually empower mid career professionals to go and reach to the top paying executive leadership roles. And if you are somebody who is in the mid career and have not been connected to me, please do connect. Just check the link, just subscribe to this channel, and you'll be hearing from me more and more all the inspiring and successful story. So without further ado, let me welcome our rising star, Shiva. Shiva, welcome to the Rising Star interview.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks for your time.
Yes. So Shiva, before we start off and understand about how did you get this success and what success looks like for you right now, can you just tell the audience about yourself? What is that you do? How much years of experience and so on and so forth?
Yeah, I'll start with my name. My full name is Siva and people used to call me Shiva. I prefer so. And thanks, Rakesh, for by calling the same name. So I have over 20 plus years of experience in IT, and I have worked in different companies with different roles. And right now, my expertise is cloud security and DevOps. So these are all my domains, but it is not limited. So I'm doing driving GenAI initiatives. I drive programs on program management, project management, delivery, stakeholder, and I have a lot of different teams in my company. So yeah, that's about me. Um, so I work for banking industry, telecom, and other industries.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing, Shiva. Now, before we actually start and what success you have got, help me understand what was your purpose and intention to join this community? Because I think you have joined almost 2 years back in this community and you had a certain thing in mind. There was a reason behind joining the community. So, what has actually made you join the Rises Club?
Sure, Rakesh. That was a good question, actually. So, I have seen in my experience, like people, they have grown exponentially when they are guided by some mentor. Having mentor is, really wonderful thing because I have not grown my career with mentor all these 20 years. Before I took my mentorship from you, I did not have any mentor. People they used to come talk to me, give some kind of a blunt advice. You are not doing this, you are not doing that, and all. But I really did not have any mentor. But mentorship for any person on any industry, for any career, even for life, it is very essential and it is very important. So that moment I decided, okay, I think my growth um, will happen because of some mentorship. I was looking for a mentor. I approached a few people, but I did not find the right lead or some good response from them. And fortunately, I found in one of the social media that okay, you sounded like okay, something is stopping your growth, something is hindering your progress in your this thing. That exactly resonated me. So I just hit the button, and fortunately, I got into your program called CAM, Career Acceleration Mastery, right? So that free module that you offered, that almost covered 80 percentage. I made a note, and I still have that notebook with me, and it covered 80 percentage of whatever you have done so far without paying anything the very first time itself. The moment I decided, okay, I have to sign up for that. So immediately I signed up for CAM, and I decided at the end of the program, I decided, okay, I think that this was the person that I was looking for. He has got a lot of content, and he taught me a lot of things that is resonating me for the past 20 years. I looked back and I looked at my notes after noting down from your CAM modules, and it exactly matched the what are the things that I have missed. I saw the missed opportunities. I saw the missed moments. I saw what the mistakes I have done in the past 20 years. Yes, of course, I have done a lot of good jobs, but it did not substantiate no that my growth.
True.
Right? Your mentoring, the sessions was really a game changer and differentiator for me, Rakesh.
So thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that. Cam, I understand for all the people who are actually watching this and do not know that it's a career accession mastery, which is our entry level where each and every member actually joins it because it covers the entire strategy and the clarity aspect. Now, you've been with the community for a long period of time, and I'm sure you have achieved a great deal of skills, strategies, and everything from the community as well. Help me understand what has really clicked for you in your success, and what is the success that you are here to share with everybody.
Absolutely, Rakesh. There are a lot of things, but I will start one by one. Right. The very first thing, no, I started listening to the audio or the strangest secret. So that is a definitely life changer, right? I set up a time, like I set a goal to myself. Okay, I have to listen to this strangest secret for the next 30 days and next 30 days, some next 30 days, something like that, right? Every month I used to set the goal. So it imbibed into my mind. Okay, so you have to show the progressive improvement in your life, progressive growth, right? We always say that progressiveness. The audio goes for almost 20 to 30 minutes or so, but worth listening to that every each morning. I used to go for a walk, but the entire walk I used to listen in my headphone. Um that was a starting point for me, and I started participating in very religiously in all the calls like accountability calls and other weekly calls, question and answer sessions, very curiously asking some kind of very stupid questions. Sometimes you used to laugh. People used to laugh in the room as well. Okay, why this is a basic question? Yes, of course, it is a basic question, but I failed in my basics. I have to learn and relearn now, and I have to improve upon. That was the thing, right? So at one moment, I found that no, I was lacking some kind of communication. Especially, no, I'm not good in the front of camera. I'm not appearing in front of camera. There are certain leaders in our ELC community. They always be present in front of the camera on all the sessions. They are my inspirations. So I decided, okay, I should be there. If I wanted to be attentive on Rakesh class, then I have to commit myself and I should appear in the camera all the time without any slippage. So I decided, I took the challenge of 30 days video and I shooted the video 2 minutes every day consistently. I took these challenges for 2 times. So it was a lifetime changer, and I see the growth of myself,
True.
right? The consistency of listening, the consistency of recording, talking in front of the camera, and I get the comments from the community. And community is a very good support from ELC and other GLC as well, Rakesh. So these two things helped me very long. And the very basic thing, very first module in the GLC and as well as in ELC as well, right? The forgiver. Forgiver is a very awesome practice that each and every professional has to do. No matter you do a chai wala or you become a CEO or IT architect, right? They have to do this gratitude practice and forgiver practice. This forgiver, you have given a wonderful explanation of what I have written twice, thrice in my notebook because not just because right I'm making notes, so whenever I make some notes it gets into my brain. I wanted to get to my brain every time I write it, so I used to write it. I do this gratitude practice every morning 10 minutes very religiously, and that increases my positivity and motivation level as well as my energy level to the next level. So when we do this gratitude practice, as you said in our sessions, right? No matter what happens every day, days may be very bad, but this gratitude practicing and the way how we do the forgiver practicing, it changes the entire life. The way how I see in different people, even they though misbehave and talk some kind of a nonsense in our meetings, right? I don't take it very hard, but yes, this is hard, but I can manage and handle for that particular day. So doing this very religiously each and every day, every week, every month, right? I passed several weeks, months, and I am nearly almost 2 years now with you. And I have built very, very small kind of incremental 1% kind of a habit building, you would say, right? Habit building that I have done over the period of 2 years. And now I see myself as a totally different, transformed person. And I can speak to um, any CEOs or top leadership in my company. I always raise some question, right? They call me with the name Shiva, as you said. Okay, Shiva has this kind of a question. So I'm getting that kind of visibility just because now I have religiously done the 30-day video challenge and listening to the Stranger's Secret and other modules done by you, Rakesh.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing, Shiva. I think you have highlighted two different points that I would probably just want to summarize for people, right? One is being a great student
Yeah.
of learning. That is what sets you apart in the entire ELC community. So, for those who are not aware of ELC, it's an Executive Leaders Club, which is at the what we do is we actually give them the accountability of the peer group part, and I teach them directly on the all the skills and strategy aspect of it. These are the I would say elite group that we have right now, and you have been a part of this for the last 2 years, helping others as well, conducting yourself and challenging yourself in this process as well. So, one aspect is definitely a great student of learning itself. When you talk about the stupid question, I always want to have that stupid question because, as a coach and mentor, if somebody is not asking a question, is anyway is not going to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So having the question definitely makes a lot of sense rather than not having the question itself. Okay. The second aspect that you are saying is it's a consistency of the work. A lot of people see the only the tip of the iceberg saying that okay, Shiva is in now in the rising star because he has got into this much of money, got into this much of designation. But what people don't see is the 2 years of hard work.
Yes.
That is a consistency effort that you have put in, gone into top of your game, fall down, have some disappointments, failed, resilient, again bounce back. All this is the journey that makes you a stronger person and a character. That is what we want to develop in an executive leader that we are admiring, correct? So you, I would say, demonstrate both this quality being a student and definitely the resilience with the consistency is what I'm looking at. So people would be probably very curious, okay, why he's here? So what is the success that you want to share with people?
Definitely, Rakesh. So I have to quantify for whatever the effort done by me, done by you, done by the community, right? So you brought up the right question here. So number one, what I have achieved last year is that I become the Amazon bestseller author. So people can find my book in the Amazon. The title name is The Psychology of Visibility, where it really, really gave me a good visibility in my organization, in the entire world. People really talk about me. They look up to me like he's author. He has some good clarity of thoughts, the flow of thoughts, the way how he speaks, right? So I became a best-selling author last year. That is number one. Number two, this year I cracked the CEO interview. Anyways, it did not materialize, but a lot of people they don't go up to that CEO level kind of interview. That experience is like matchless. So I had a very big opportunity of speaking to one of the best bank in the world, and she's the CEO of that company. And we had a very wonderful conversation, and I also got the feedback from her it was a very excellent conversation that I had with this person. So I wanted to count that as also one of the achievements.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So coming back to the real tangible thing is that I have got my L1 visa for USA for me as well as for my entire family, and that is going to my life changer, right? So with that visa thing, I will be moving to the 3x level kind of a package of whatever I have right now. And I'll also be moving with a different set of new roles and responsibilities. So I'll be looking at a global level, but I'll be focused on that Americas region now because I'll be moving to US very soon, probably by January month or something like that, 2025. That is the second thing, right? So recently, the third thing is I recently got a promotion in my current organization with a very, very considerable hike because getting a hike and with a so-called good hike with a promotion is not an easy job, especially in a current organization.
So,
So people move from organization A to organization B, getting some 50 percentage hike or 100 percentage is definitely not a big wonder. But getting a hike in the current company and you say it is a significant amount is definitely a very good sign of the recognition of work, whatever I have done, right?
absolutely.
The next thing I would want to list down is that I have been listed as a top 20 icon list in a Biz Top magazine, and that has been called out in LinkedIn. Okay, so these are all the good things happened, and I'm looking forward. So many things, good things is going to happen. These are on my way in the year 2025, Rakesh. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And I just love the way you're counting your blessings as well for the last 2 years of effort. And I would say these are really worth the effort that you deserve it all, right? Because you put in a lot of efforts that I'm aware of for sure, right? And in the ELC, you were one of the top leader who was ready to help the people as well. So help me understand, you have been a part of the ELC executive club now. How was your experience? Why would somebody who is just joined, let's say, career acceleration mastery or so, should they actually consider the ELC as the part of the community?
Yeah, can career acceleration mastery? Yes, definitely. It is like a basic thing, right? So everybody wants to. People, I wanted to have a different job. Yes, I have some techniques that has to be used in career acceleration mastery. Yes, if you say it is a must, yes, it is a basic thing. It is like a, by default, everybody should go through this camp. But why a person from CAM should move to the ELC, right? Not everybody will move wants to move to the executive level, right? So some person they say, okay, I am getting some 50 percentage hike, let me be here, even though I do some kind of a normal job. But there are people, I wanted to make a difference in my life. I wanted to make a difference in my career. I wanted to make my life in a different way. So all these 20 years, all this, my previous generation did a different way of life. They were living a different way
Oh,
of life. But I wanted to change myself from here on, right? If you feel that, then that person is automatically qualified to move to the ELC, right? Because the people they talk in a different language, right? The ELC, right? Let me tell ELC is executive
leaders.
lifestyle and community, right? Executive lifestyle and community. We have to live the executive lifestyle along with some kind of a community, right? We have a pool of community members who are from different diversified industries and they talk in a different language. They are so positive, they are so motivating, they are so encouraging, and they give you some time for you, right? So that's how I have grown, I have learned, and I have contributed. The community members, the way how they give to time to others, that made me to give time of myself to others also, right? So
Absolutely.
I recently watched a movie, and there was one simple dialogue. They said, "Don't be a drain, be a um, what you say that um, fountain." Yes, I forgot the name. Be a fountain, not a drain, right? There are a lot of people, who are like a drain. They just take the water and they just drain it. But fountain, it constantly gives water and also it takes water from somewhere. I wanted to be a fountain and I want people from ELC to be a fountain, not a drain.
Excellent. Thank you very much for this analogy. That's a wonderful analogy. I'll remember it and use it as well. Now, help me understand in your success that you have just mentioned, right? What all factors could have actually contributed in terms of the learning, any specific skills, any strategy that has really, really helped you? Because you have learned a tons of skills and the strategies in this last 2 years with us, right? And you've grown from strength to strength, being an author to the reaching to the now the US position with a senior leadership level as well, correct? So what all things, maybe the top three that comes to your mind, can be just shared with all the audience so that they also understand that they need to start working towards it, if not with me, obviously with on their own or anywhere, but they need to work on this.
Yeah, absolutely, Rakesh. So number one skill is the communication. So people think that communication is just like talking. A lot of people are talking, speaking in English, speaking in Hindi or Tamil or any other language. Speaking is not communication. Let me be very, very clear, right? So, communicating such a way that how the executives speak like a CEO or speak like an executive, speak like a director. So, if I am a manager, I should not speak like a manager or some other thing low. So, I have to speak like a executive director. I have to speak like a vice president. I have to speak like a CXO, CTO,
True,
right?
true.
So that will give a lot of confidence, no matter what job you are, what domain you are, right? Whether you are a doctor or you are an engineer or you are a mechanic or you are an architect, communication plays very, very important role. And we have got a lot of sessions in our ELC community. Even I become a host to give some presentation sessions because I took it as a challenge. And as I said earlier, I took some 30 days challenge to improve the communication skills, right? That is number one. Number two is that the mentality, the mindset that I have. So we should always think like, no, I am an executive. I have to get into that kind of position. The way how I dress, the way how I look, the way how I speak to people, the way how I approach the problem resolution, right? They have to think, yes, this guy has some kind of a stuff there. Yes, I have to connect with him. So today also a lot of people they send me a private message in LinkedIn like I need your connectivity and we work together, or I'm very happy to connect with you, let us work together, and I need some kind of a mentoring because I have gone through your profile and I have contributed a lot of things in the LinkedIn as well. So that is number two. Number three is that consistency, right? So whatever we do, I spoke about the communication, I spoke about the mindset. I have to speak about the consistency as well, right? So if we communicate not just one or two times, I have to communicate consistently the same kind of a level according to the situation, according to the audience, right? As per the business need and all these things. We have to be very, very consistent. I cannot talk like a shit in one day, and I cannot talk like an executive in another day, right? It is not a consistency, right? So that consistency, the mindset, and the communication, the three things are absolutely required for any person to elevate from this level to this level. Rakesh.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that and detailing out so well, because a lot of people actually assume that they know all these things.
Yeah.
And that triggers me for my last questions to you. You have come into the community after 18 plus years of experience when you realize that, okay, I'm stagnant somewhere. There are many professionals in the corporate world today who believe that they can actually figure it out themselves. Maybe they're working on themselves, learning some random things from YouTube, Google, or any courses that they're doing it. So what has been your experience of having a community and the coaching? What would be the message for them if they are probably doing on their own? Would they get benefited out of it, or would they feel that, okay, let me probably do it on my own?
Uh, we can definitely do on our own. I would definitely say that, but it is going to take a lot of time, right? So I will not say, okay, if you work on yourself, I can work myself, but it is like a going by some cycle, right? So, but I wanted to go in flight because I have to travel to somewhere else. I cannot, there are certain places where I cannot travel in cycle also, right? So doing myself is definitely a very slow riding mode, but uh, times the modern times requires us to travel in different mode, right? Because each day, whether you like it or not, the technology is changing, the world is changing, the economy is changing, the way how people are thinking, the way how people are living, the
Absolutely.
expectations from my family, from the peers and other things, it is totally changing, right? So we cannot really travel in a cycle these days. Maybe for fitness, I can travel in a cycle, but not for this kind of activity. Yeah, taking a mentor is definitely your vehicle with some jet motor fixed, right? So I have to be in a control, like the way how I said, applying whatever I learned through the mentoring, through the community, through the channel that I interact, right? So I have to travel in that way so that, right, I don't have to reach it before time, but I have to reach on time. That is what it is required. Rather than thinking, no, I have to be there before everybody. No, it's not like that. At least, no, I have to reach out in my time. So that is what it is required, Rakesh.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that wonderful analogy. One is definitely when you talk about the cycle, we are talking about the trial and error for those who have not yet understood, right? So you are experimenting with yourself a lot of time. Please understand that requires a time and money both. Time, which you are actually spending and investing in that experiments, and the money is because the money that you lost in that process as well, because your time is the most valuable asset that you got. Correct. The second aspect is the flight path. Why we tell the flight, and why Shiva is mentioning is, maybe I'm just interpreting him really well on this. This flight takes a very structured path. You cannot just assume that the flight will also go like this. Okay. Flight has that structured path. So is the mentoring and coaching, where you get the structured path. Information in today's world is no longer a secret. So if you are probably want to learn something which Shiva has learned over the last 2 years in the community, definitely you can learn it from your own resources as well, which is going to take around 10 years time, because what Shiva has gone through as a personal transformation will not probably you will ever get in that 10 years as well, because that only requires that structure path and guides, right? So I truly appreciate that aspect, how you actually put across the thing, and I see that that communication has gone to the different level now.
Yes.
So it is very much visible as well. So I'm very happy for you, Shiva. I know that it's been late for you to taste that success, but I believe that you have come a far ahead in that success compared to your peer group, honestly speaking. Reaching to the 3x wouldn't have been possible in your normal course of time if we have just changed the job, right? But getting the promotion, getting the that kind of recognition by the global team, and probably calling you for the US position, making you 3x kind of a salary offer, that is something which we believe that it has actually paid off. All your patience, all your hard work, all your consistent work, communication, your video challenges, all this have paid off right now. And I truly believe that you are going to do much better than what you have been doing so far, right? And now is the time for you to leverage the ELC in a better way as well. So you will be now using the ELC at a different level altogether. While you're
Yes.
speaking, while you're talking, while you're taking action, and I believe that is going to actually create more visibility for you as well. So I
Yes,
just
consistently.
Yes, I just want to say thank you very much for doing what you're doing, and for being a great person as well as the great mentee as well. I'm super proud of your success, and I will always be proud of all the efforts that you have taken. Okay, and I wish you all the success in your new role, and I'm there always, as you know, to back you up for your career journey as well.
Thank you, Rakesh. One note before we close is that the mentor is the person who doesn't get jealous, know what the mentee is actually getting, right? So if I am saying no to others, I'm getting 3x from here to there and also going, people will be jealous and envy of me. But mentors don't. They feel proud actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm proud of every mentee who has actually done better than me, honestly, right? Because that's what is the real reward that I look for. Yes, you learn, you grow, but the real reward is when something which you actually get a real impact in your own life, when your family is happy, when your family feels that now you've done a great job, and so on and so forth. And they are proud of you as well, right? So it was great speaking to you. Thank you for inspiring a lot of people through your interview as well. You have articulated really, really well on this, and I hope you'll continue to inspire the leaders in the executive club and the Risers Club as well. Okay, and I look forward to see you as an active participant while you're going through your different journey together.
Definitely, Rakesh.
Thank you very much. Now,
Thank
all the people who are just wondering how you can be a part of this, just make sure that you are just checking the links below the video. Okay, if you're not a part of the Risers Club, just make sure that you join it and go through this transformation. Please understand the world is changing, so as you need to change as well. If you don't change, nobody is going to care anyway about you. Okay, so if you deserve more, you need to understand how you can actually apply your skill strategy and the communication to deserve more. And that's what we actually support you through the mentoring and coaching in Rises Club. I look forward to see you. In case you have joined us, great. If you have not yet joined, I look forward to see you in my community someday. Till the time we share the new success story for this from this community, take care of yourself. God bless everyone.